at both teams' junglers that will be favoring the turtle side first. So they will be ending up their entire jungle rotation by the gold lane. So there could be a very high chance that we are going to be looking at very early aggression coming from both teams. It really kind of depends on how they will want to play this out.
I gotta say though, I mean, Ra has been so efficient on this Valentina. Even game 1 performance, right? You would think that normally Valentina steals penalty zone, but he has been so good with Way of the Dragon. Guy plays Valentina like he is Cho as well. So far, the jungle path for both junglers is going to be inverted, so they won't bump into each other for now. Crown will have to back off, concede the lane pressure a little bit to Sorian Felix.
So coming in, of course, looking at the Harith versus the Roger, it kind of seems as though that the Harith gotta have to really respect the Roger quite a bit with all that pokes and aggression from Soul, pokes and aggression from Innocent. Soul is just pretty much stuck underneath the turret, but this pretty much means that Sekis might be able to find some good opportunities to just dive onto a Harith if his HP eventually goes down to an all-time low with the massive amount of pokes that's capable from him.
Cram is just under immense pressure thanks to MP the King. Of course, this level 4, just like game 1, will be very volatile. A lot of big ultimates form both sides to take objectives. And whichever jungler gets ahead is going to have that lead. Quantum charge onto MP the King, so not the impure rage that I was expecting. Both supports also wanting to hit level 4 off of that mid wave. And Cram continuing to be put under pressure.
Pretty sad that we haven't really quite seen a lot of temporal rain, but in the meantime, Cram started the fight.
Yep. Liquor penalty zone of Shatter. Dawes, so guys, now has an opening. Return penalty zone from Ra, and that's 2 for See You Soon. We've been talking about Ra, just so good on the Valentina, continuing to deliver. That's 3 for See You Soon, double kill for the Lapu Lapu.
Oh, that's not good at all. Unfortunately, Sekis just literally just jumped into a standard array of abilities and just kind of threw himself over to hungry pack of wolves. Kind of sad to see, but hey, it is what it is. And Selangor Red Giants, unfortunately, will suffer their first defeat of this game with a 1-3 scoreline, giving the turtle over to See You Soon too.
Very, very unfortunate. I mean, right now for SRG, they gotta slow down a little bit, right? Even just replay, the guys felt like they had a good opening. They didn't even get the kill onto Boxy, which is the biggest slap in the face. They took out the jungler, but lose 3 in return.
Kind of looks like an ultimate fiesta up in the top lane, where See You Soon just decided to take every single one of the ultimates that they have, as well as, let's not forget about Ra's stolen ultimate from onto the side of Cram. They're just tossing right out, and they're not gonna give a single damn as to who's gonna be there, what's gonna be the prioritization. It just so happened the Selangor Red Giants, they were all just kept together in such a small coagulated area, and it's just very unfortunate positioning altogether.
Yeah. Final slash, finding Boxy the King. Challenge is on right here, comes the Deadly Cash, and Cram again, penalty zone, finds Boxy the King, where's the Primal Wrap? He is gonna eventually pop the stolen final slash to keep the guys away, and still finds the kill, but at the cost of Cram.
1-for-1 EXP for the Roma, unfortunately. So pause 5 and pause 4, you know, that's not that big of a deal, but See You Soon will be able to find that opportunity to try to push out the top lane just a tad little bit to give Lapu Lapu a little bit more gold. And that is something that Lapu definitely wants, right? Especially with the new War Axe, we would want to see this Lapu Lapu go completely crazy once he's got that into his arsenal.
Sky Piercer done for Sakai's, War Axe purchased by MP the King, Enchanted Talisman for Ra. One of the best Valentina performance I've seen, or at least we've seen today. So at least for SRG, they're not too far behind, just a measly 1,000 deficit. Still very much within recovery range.
Yeah.
Yep.
I believe that with this upcoming turtle as well, See You Soon is definitely going to be trying to contest for it. Sekis is just going to be coming in real soon, but Cram...
And Cram is controlled for days on end. Sakai finds the bag once Ra Turtle secured by MP the King.
I would say that there's definitely going to be some finally good trades to a certain extent, but because of the fact that they didn't manage to get the turtle, it just kind of thrown everything completely off guard. It's a +3 for a +4, so we can definitely expect a little bit more from the side of Selangor Red Giants as they slowly try to get themselves back into this game.
bush. Now seated, Box to the King. Gonna flick out the onward, but ends up losing soul. Box to the King will be sacrificed as well. Double kill for Sakai. See you soon. The backup late to the party, but Storian, Felix, and Ra will be there. Be able to find anyone.
With all of the turrets plating already taken out by 5 minutes into the game, I'm pretty sure that we can expect the Selangor Red Giants will want to be extremely aggressive with all of their movements and positioning thus far. They have been putting themselves right onto the map and constantly trying to take more of these river control as time goes by, especially with Sekai being extremely aggressive with all of these kills. Even though he's not taking a lot of kills per se, he's been really throwing himself out there to just kind of bruise up the enemies as much as possible.
Even doing some limit testing on the top side onto MP the King, right? Just one full combo, that's half his health gone.
Half HP, yeah.
Didn't have the
But now he's
to
also
continue.
picked up the Bladed Heptases too.
But the execution in target is very apparent, right? If I can get on top of Rhymes or so, that would be optimal. Stolen ultimate, stolen Aurora ult. See, Yum's gonna find Ra, who so far has played an immaculate Valentina game, despite having one death. Innocent forcing out the bravest fighter from Sorian Felix as well.
I wouldn't say that any one of these teams is currently having their back against the wall. It really just comes down to a punching match whereby both teams are just currently really testing the abilities of their own skills, how much damage that they are really able to bring out over to the side of their opponents. So this is kind of like a testing phase, if whether they are online yet or if whether they are able to really burst someone down, because we don't necessarily see a lot of batteries here. But in the meantime, Dooms immediately lose the flicker.
Oh, Felix follows up with his own Flicker Landshaker. Box to the King, trying to fight Cram, mano to mano. He was able to get away. Sorry on Felix now in the red zone. Able to be saved by So Innocent. Still trying to fight on. Turtle also underway. Split fights everywhere. Cram keeping Box to the King around. Finds the 3-man penalty zone to the back. MP the King frozen still. Gets the Turtle, and Cram unfortunately might be given away. So picking up the kill, and See You Soon stops SRG.
The third objective in a row that unfortunately Selangor Red Giants hasn't been able to get for themselves. As See You Soon has been pretty methodical with every single one of their movements, albeit a little bit scrappy still, but they know exactly what they are trying to go for. They have got a system whereby they are just going to be focusing onto the objective. Take control of the river. Wherever that they see, they would just try to go in because they're not too afraid of being punished at all, considering the fact that Selangor Red Giants, the only thing they gotta have to look out for is the final splash coming from Yums as well as Stormy's shots.
Yeah. Stolen purple buff, but MP pays with his life. Sky Piercer stack granted to Sakai.
It's 2-7-6. Manageable level for Selangor Red Giants. 2,000 gold lead for the side of See You Soon, and all of the turrets are still standing up tall. The only difference is See You Soon's middle lane and the bottom lane tier 1 turrets have suffered quite a bit of chip damage. So I wouldn't be too surprised that the amount of split push potential from Selangor Red Giants would eventually get themselves some of these money bags lying around the Land of Dawn and put themselves right back on the map to really threaten See You Soon's potential in winning the mid game.
And I see Rod just picked up a glowing wand as well. See You Soon still ahead in terms of goal, but definitely not as big of a lead as they would have wanted. Waiting for the first Lord to spawn though, that's where the turning point was for game number 1. And SRG definitely a lot more in control, right? They're not being forced into these scrappy fights. They're not taking that risk. They're not running into See You Soon and trying to fight them to the death. A bit more controlled.
A tad bit more controlled, yeah. Especially since See You Soon now no longer has the link that will just jump in and run out completely unpunished. Well, Selangor Red Giants, they still have the Fanny, so they still have that kind of element of just jumping in and out for no apparent reason kind of thing. But it is still an act of bruising. You're able to find out information with no repercussions.
Deciding one is down. In fact, trying to look for a jump, finds the flip. That is Yums. Surely gonna go down. Innocent comes in. Lycan pounce, gets the kill onto Soul. Looking for reset. Sakai now joins the fight. It is a push and pull, bait and swish. It's a in and out for SRG. Innocent in the back line. Looking for Sorry on Felix. Trying to find the final blow. Gets it. But can he get out though? MP the King on the chase. Triple kill for Innocent. Jumps away. Transforms into the Lycan. MP the King misses the crab claw cannon. And Innocent just juking it out. Sakai joins the fight. MP the King standing out. Deadliest cash. That one goes wide. And See You Soon being pulled around like a ragdoll.
Oh, MP the King being played around, chasing the Roger, missing the skill shot. Sakis joins in. He refocuses his target only onto a cable flying Fanny. Unfortunate. I mean, we're talking about Bane after all. It definitely takes time for him to eventually be able to walk up to someone, especially with that big belly of his. So see you soon. Missing out quite a bit of kill potential there, but regardless, it's not that big of a deal. Selangor Red Giants did manage to pull themselves right out of the ditch though, putting themselves right about 500 gold lead on top of See You Soon.
And final slash, Foxy the King onwards to dash. Crabpaw Clennon starting to hurt as well. The Earth Shadow onto the guys. Primal Wrath committed.
Wow.
Soon using cruiser resources. Dash this frozen combo from Stormy to find a kill on a Boxy, but Innocent is going to be caught. Penalty zone from Crab to save Innocent, and allowing Surkais to come in for the kill. But Surkais ends up going down. MP the King finds a double kill. Innocent with the execution. Finds the combo, finds the timing. Sorry, I'm Phoenix on the run. Innocent dodges the synchro fission from Soul and ends up escaping. The only person left alive on SRG.
Oh man, a nail-biting situation whereby Selangor Red Giants Innocent is just playing his micro game and just hoping that he will be able to turn things around. It definitely comes to the point whereby he could have outplayed Sorry I'm Felix at that point in time, but Soul came into the fray and completely flipped the script around. But luckily for Innocent, it didn't go down there, and that is what is most important about that team fight.
That's one of the reasons why Innocent Roger is a different being, a force of nature. Still See You Soon, able to get a small victory off of that fight. SRG now focusing down on this Lord. Front of definitely sees this. Can MP the King arrive to the scene on time? Doesn't seem as possible. Surkais will get the objective, but Foxy the King finds the flip onto Yums. They will have to give it away. Yums dashing with the Vengeance, wants to find safety, but a bullet to the back, and that's him down.
Unfortunate, but now Innocent, he's just gonna try to get his way out of that and unfortunately have to expend his flicker. But not that big of a deal since they do have a lot that will be marching in the bottom lane.
Prem just cleared out the top wave, but might be cleared as well. Penalty zone, flicker, flip back, Boxy just on the mark. MP the King gets assassinated down bot, but Cram will have to be traded back. See You Soon though, not able to do much in the top side because minion wave not in their favor.
They smell blood in the water and they are swimming right into the face of Cram. They knew that they gotta have to get out of that fight with a single kill as the least amount of trades that they gotta have to get out, that they gotta have to get for. So at this point in time, Selangor Red Giants, they did manage to get on par with See You Soon. One of definitely the closest game that they can have against See You Soon. So we're definitely going to be looking into how the late game is going to pan out for both of these teams. See You Soon definitely have got quite a bit of potential considering the fact that they do have a Bane with crazy amount of burst damage as well as great aerial denial from the side of the deadly catch. And when it comes down to Ra, he's able to steal quite a lot of skills that could be very pivotal to team fights, such as the penalty zone or perhaps even the final slash, to really cater to what they really need in the team fight in the later stages.
Venus is decked out in items as well. Great Dragon Spear, Rose Gold Meteor. First inhibitor down for See You Soon. Bottom side, courtesy of the Lord. So you can assume both teams are just going to wait for the third Lord to spawn and kind of fight over it. Actually, the second Lord, in fact. First Lord took quite long to take down.
Yep. And to add on top of that, that very first Lord that Selangor Red Giants managed to get for themselves is not only just getting all of the outer turrets, albeit they did miss out the outer turrets in the top lane, but what's a bigger bonus is the fact that they did manage to bring down the inhibitor turret in the bottom lane, which is not something that you would naturally expect from the very first Lord. So I would take that as a very big win for Selangor Red Giants. They no longer really have to care about the bottom lane all that much, while See You Soon, they have to put a lot of attention down the bottom lane, especially since there are money bags down in the bottom lane as the two turrets.
Innocent's gonna take care of the top tier 2 as well, opening up the map bit by bit. Last outer tier defense of See You Soon demolished. And SRG in prime control, right? When you have a side lane open up without an inhibitor, that's where heroes like the Fanny can really go to town and really start taking, start pulling you apart, playing the map, playing the side lanes.
This is where Selangor Red Giants also apply a little bit of that mental damage over to See You Soon, because See You Soon really have to constantly keep an eye on the bottom lane. they need to have very good map awareness to make sure that, okay, bottom lane is taken care of. We're able to clear out the bottom wave fast enough for the next objective, because the Fanny can always come in any time, either in the Lord's Pit or perhaps even in the lanes, to kind of push out the entire waves. As you can see you soon, they do have the Lapu Lapu that is situated in the middle lane, ready to kind of push down the bottom lane whenever is absolutely required. And Fanny can always jump back into a Lord's Pit if they so absolutely needed it to.
You can see the intention of See You Soon. They refuse to let the Lord fully reset. They can rush it down and threaten Sakai's to show up and not continue to push that bottom lane. So in the end, it's a full reset initiated by SRG. Final Slash does miss. Falls to the King. That's the flip of the Innocent. Gets away. Escorted out by Stormy. Some resources out from both sides.
Primal Wrath also going to be initiated for See You Soon, so we are lacking quite a bit of damage potential that See You Soon could be putting out for this match. Well, Lapu Lapu is still preoccupied in the bottom lane to kind of deal with all of that, stuff. Sakis is not seen in the map at all, so this sneaky beaky action may actually reward them handsomely.
Yeah, Ra has a stolen penalty zone, right? So he is going to be a crucial target to take down Sakai. To show up, that's the final slash, catching two, and everyone just crowd control, frozen to bits. Cram finds Soul with the penalty zone, but they need a follow-up, and Innocent needs to be there. Unfortunately, can't do too much though. Stormy's passive expires. Cram tried to beat Soul in submission, but could not get in range, and Cram will go down. Sakai wants to clean up, finds Soul, loses his own immortality as Cram is on the run. Sakai finds safety. Both teams trading blow for blow, but it's See You Soon again coming out on top. As Orion Felix looking for Cram, and it should take a while. It's just a waste of time. And Peter King on the Lord.
It's definitely tough for See You Soon, but in the meantime, it's also really tough for Fanny to be able to go for any form of assassination attempt, as we saw that he went one-on-one against Soul, and it didn't come out all that beautiful for Sakai. I was hoping for sunshine, rainbows, and butterflies and such for Sakai as an assassin, but he got kind of outscaled by Soul, especially with the Zaman Force, the massive amount of shields that's constantly regenerated for this Harith. This Fanny can't go for instant kills.
And Boxer King missing the onwards. That could have been fatal for Sakai. All things considered, right? This is still dead even. We've reached critical point, the point of no return.
Still second Lord.
Still second Lord.
It's still a long way to go, I suppose. But See You Soon, they're finally making a mark on this Lord's fight. And they have all 5 men poised and postured for this fight going on. Now, how about Fanny, though?
And penalty zone, Cram's control his body. Stormy commits everything, gets one-shotted. As then Peter King goes down, Sakai seems to be around, but can't get close to the Lord. He wants to run away. Ra on the chase, can't find him. Innocent, so isolated. One-shot Soul with the help of Yumes. And Innocent, he's just a wild beast on the loose. Final slash. Rod brought back Innocent. Continue dodges the blaze from Sorion Phoenix and sidesteps the bravest warrior. Nothing can stop Innocent. He is unleashed. Triple kill for Innocent. Looking for number 4. Boxer King ain't got nothing on him. Innocent cleans it up for the maniac. And Selangor Red Giants ties it up and takes down See You Soon.
Oh boy!